honestly, I'm pretty pleased with it. Hey everybody, welcome back to Truck Central. I am Mr. Justin Wheeler, and this is the 2019 Ram 1500 High Mileage Edition. Now, like most of you, I love to customize my trucks and toys and tools and, do little mods to improve either the aesthetics or the functionality of whatever you have, whatever you use day to day. Now, I'll be honest, this truck doesn't leave a lot to be desired in terms of, aftermarket modifications. I mean, it looks great, it performs great, it's comfortable, and it's got pretty much every bell and whistle you could want from the factory. However, if you did watch some of the last videos when I was going over like the wear and tear on the 50K review and the 70K review videos, there are a few things you can do and products you can buy on the aftermarket scene that will help mitigate some of the common wear and tear spots that we've kind of started to recognize as I really kind of beat on this truck. And so I picked up a few of those items and we are going to install those. I'll give you my feedback, let you know what I like, what I don't like about it, and we'll drop some links in the description below if it's something you think might be good for you as well. So let's get to it. All right, everybody, so what we got going today, we'll start over here in the bottom left. Obviously, some new Husky weather beater heavy-duty floor mats to replace the partial rubber, partial carpet floor mats that come stock. And this box is a bug deflector. Now, I don't generally like bug deflectors, but this one matches, it's low profile, and if it serves its purpose, it may be worth it. And what I mean by that is, you guys have seen all the rock chips I get on the front of this truck in the other videos. Well, if you'll look right there, that is a rock chip repair kit. That is the third rock chip I've had to repair myself, and there are two more I'm going to have to do as soon as that one's done. So this isn't really part of the video, but I wanted to go ahead and show this. I keep one of these in my in the glove box at all times, because you don't want to be caught in the winter with a rock chip and not address it soon enough. If you don't know, you can very quickly have a rock chip turn into an entire windshield crack, which is dangerous and expensive to fix. When they're small like this, they're easy to fix, and these kits are cheap, like 10 or 15 bucks. And what I like about this one is it's easier than the syringe pressure type. I've used a few of these because I've had lots of rock chips. These are reusable, and what I mean by that is I'm going to be able to fix all three rock chips with one kit, and I'm going to keep this one. This is my backup for when I'm on the road, and that'll just help me keep everything in order. And hopefully I don't have any more once I put on this bug deflector. The bug deflector is also supposed to deflect rock chips, and maybe it will, maybe it won't, but since I've already got 5 rock chips, I'm going to try it out and we'll see. I figure it's worth the investment if I don't have to keep doing this. Alright, I got some help today. Old Flashmaster here, so he's going to help us unbox the Husky Liners weather beater floor mats.
Is there a Husky in it?
There's not a Husky in it. It's made by Husky. Alright, you want to go ahead and open it up? These claim to have a lifetime warranty, made in the USA. So we'll see how they hold up. Flash is going to take them out of the box for us.
I think it's going to hold up more than I am.
We're going to see if a 9-year-old can install these.
What? Why?
Can we pull them out?
Sure.
So these liners are exactly like okay, can you lay them out flat? It's kind of cold out, so they're a little rigid.
I think it's the wrong side.
Flip it over. So these liners are exactly like the liners my wife has in her new 2020 Explorer.
This is the front side.
And you can see it traps dirt.
Front side.
That's the top. Okay, where are the other two? That's the back seat.
Instruction.
Let's see, nice and thick. A little bit of a bend right there. Let's see if that'll pop out. Yeah, it did. All good. So it is pliable, but also rigid. So that looks good. There's the driver's side. That's the passenger side. That's the driver's side. All right, let's put them in. So the stock floor mats have these little alignment tabs that keep it held down. God, that's a mess. And it goes through the face of the mat.
You know,
These.
You know what's cool too?
What?
Subscribing to my YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh. These have the holes on the bottom to lock in, but they don't come through the top, so that helps, I guess, retain any moisture or fluids or junk. Keeps them from going through these holes and into the bottom. So even though there wasn't a whole lot of stuff on top, I mean, I know they're dirty, but look at all the stuff that gets underneath. It's just gross. Sorry about that. All right, we better get the shop vac out. So Flash made a good point. Look at the size comparison between the stock floor mat and the new Husky liner floor mat.
It's like, this is how much more there is. Like this.
You can see here the stock liner, I have completely smoothened out the textured part where the kind of brake pedal position is, and that's where this kind of diamond plate material looking section is. So we'll see if in 85,000 miles that looks anything like that. I know based on what you just saw, you probably don't believe it, but I just had this thing professionally detailed less than a month ago. So that was not old.
Wait, does it go like this?
This goes to the front. Okay, slide it in.
Like this?
Yep.
Is this even gonna fit?
Yeah, just kind of fold it like a taco and.
What do you mean it like this?
No. Okay, sure. So the front seats, or I'm sorry, the front mats are oversized and molded, of course, to perfectly fit the space. Now the passenger side here is kind of curled on the front. I think it's because it's been sitting out in the cold. I think when we put the heater on, that'll probably lay down. One thing to note, I mentioned these alignment retainer clips that these have don't go all the way through on the Husky liners, and that's probably a good thing. It does make it challenging to line up and attach, so you kind of got to feel for it, and then I actually just use a rubber mallet to get it locked in. It's kind of sad that my stainless steel sill plate is covered, but honestly it was getting scratched up anyway. So next, the rear mat is also oversized, as you would expect, but in this case we have to modify this by cutting this back section because it's made for multiple trim levels, and mine has the fold up piece divider. So I'm gonna have to cut that out, and I've also got to cut out these little square shapes here. That is where the D-rings go. I'll show you what I mean. That's where it allows these to pop through. So we've got to trim out to make room for that, and then make little holes for those. So cutting these sections out has been pretty easy. Like I mentioned, you've got to pop these out for the D-rings if your model has them, and then trim around the back if you don't have room. So this stuff cuts super easy with just a utility knife. I've just got it sitting on a board, and you literally just follow the line. They pop right out. All right, floor liners are in. So our carpets are now protected. We're going to move on to the bug deflector, hopefully rock deflector.
Bug deflector?
Yeah, you never heard of a bug deflector?
No.
Okay, well open the box, you'll see what it looks like.
Is this a rim?
Don't let it drag on the concrete. I don't want to scrape it up. Pop out the stock fasteners, slide in the shield, replace the fasteners, and you're done. So the first step, according to the instructions, are to set the deflector over the hood, and basically just the factory hood has this rubber seal to keep the junk out, and they have a bunch of these retainers. Well, you don't need to pull all the retainers out. You just need to pull the retainers out that will correspond to the tabs on the shield, and there are 6. So really you put it up there just to assess which tabs you need to pull. And so I did that, and I just marked them with a little permanent marker. Anything that's going to let you know. So I'm going to take the hood back off and then pull these 6 clips back out, across, slide the shield back on, and then replace the clips. Okay, just like any time you're doing any kind of installation where alignment is important, make sure you get all your tabs snugged up, and not snugged up, fitted and in place before you snug any of them up. Don't worry about breaking these stock retainer clips when you pull them out, because they will probably break. I broke 5 out of the 6, but they do give you these replacement ones. So once you get them started and you have your alignment correct, and I'm kind of looking at the center point, and it kind of gives you a notch to align to, then you can tighten them down and test fit the hood, or test shut the hood. One final installation tip: even though these supplied retainers have this Phillips head slot in them, and they're threaded, they don't actually, you don't tighten them in. You actually just push them like this. And to wrap up this part of the install, we just need to put the little rubber bumpers on the hood in case it flexes during motion. Protects the paint a little bit. I'm gonna heat that up because it's cold out here, but honestly, I'm pretty pleased with it. What I like about it is you don't really notice it. It's low profile. It matches the contour of the hood. You just don't really, doesn't stand out. So as long as it holds up and doesn't rattle around in the wind, I think that's a winner. All right, next part on the list. What you got there, buddy? I realized that I actually have 3 minuscule little nicks in the screen. I thought it might have been just something stuck to it, and you can't tell here in the footage, but it's actually a nick in the screen.